Hey, congrats, Stipe.
Thank you.
I want to start just by asking you about your weight. Everybody, I think, was shocked that you came in as light as you was. Was it because you wanted to get more quickness based on what you saw in the first fight?
Not at all. I have a child now, so I don't want to have a dad bod. So it's mostly just trying to keep my body in shape so I look good, because I want to, I don't want to get a dad bod. No, honestly, with the whole weight thing, I was eating a ton of food. I was drinking water. I was training hard, and it's been a hot summer too. So, but I mean, it just came off. I don't know. I mean, listen, I felt so efficient. I felt strong. I felt amazing. I just started off a little slow, but we're good.
You went to the body shots. Did the corner tell you that, or was that something instinctively that you saw?
It's something I saw. I actually talked to my coach earlier in the week about it. And I was like, I remember always lifting his arms up when he throws punches or blocks punches, and I was like, what? I mean, no one really tests his body. I'm gonna start going. And I remember when Anderson Silva fight at UFC 200, he caught him with a body shot to the kick. I'm like, you know what? Maybe it's a little weaker than I thought. So and I hit him with a couple of them, and I saw him wince.
And when you were in the early part of the fight, he was landing some shots. He had his hands down. Was that frustrating? Because I know you're a good boxer, and yet he's in there right in front of you with his hands at his side, and he's still landing on you.
Yeah, I mean, it sucks. A couple of times, I don't know if he was, I feel like I was getting poked in the eye, but maybe it wasn't. I don't know. I was a couple of times, I'm like, God, is that a finger? Like, I don't know. I don't know if it was his knuckle. I mean, I wasn't trying to bitch about it, but I don't know if it was. But, we overcame it. And, listen, he's an amazing fighter. He makes people feel uncomfortable in there. And he did that for the first 2 rounds. But then I started getting my bearings straight. I saw him slowing down. I'm like, okay, this is where I got to take it now.
And then lastly for me, where do you want to go? I mean, Dana talked about he was going to talk to you. Do you do a trilogy with DC? Do you rematch Francis? I mean, do you have any thought? I know you just won the belt, but any idea?
That's the number one question after every time about who are you going to fight next? Honestly, I just bought a new home. Been there for 2 weeks. I'm going to go in the hot tub, the pool, let my body rest, and we can figure it out from there.
Cool. Congrats again.
Thank you, sir.
Stipe right in the middle here. In the first round, Daniel picked you up and he got you in the slam.
Yeah, I thought I was up there for like an hour. What was that? I thought we were doing like WWE or something. Is he calling me out? I don't know. It was weird.
It was weird, but also, what does it feel like for you to be prone in that position? We've never seen you in that position.
It happens. I mean, listen, it's a fight. Anything can happen, And he's giving me some good shots on bottom, but I wasn't really worried. I was smart about it. He's tough. He's good. He's an amazing wrestler, and I just. Like I said, I just started off slow in that first 2 rounds. I wasn't me. And in that third round, I knew I was a better fighter. And that's when it gets overcome, man. It's nothing but adversity. It's awesome. That's how we do it here in Cleveland.
All week, you seem to be making googly eyes at your daughter. We saw you at the weigh-in. We saw you
beautiful.
At the
Wouldn't you?
How much was she in your mind as you were in the cage?
She's always in my mind. It's my homie. It's my sidekick. No matter what happens in this fight game, I'm going to go out there, I'm going to fight. Win, lose, or draw. I'm swinging, I'm going out there, but as long as I know I'm going home with my daughter, that's all I care about.
And did it occur to you that you actually finished DC in the same exact position where Jones finished him in this building a couple years ago?
I don't really care about that. I care about I got this bad boy back, and I can go home with my daughter.
Stipe right here in front of you. Curious what you make of that new belt compared to the one you had before.
It's a belt, man. I'm champ again, that's all I care about.
Where did you learn that celebration after the
dude, honestly, I guess it was in old school. We watched it today, and I kind of franked and tanked it. I just had no idea what I was doing. I kind of just lost. I don't know why I did it. I feel really dumb that I did it. And then I did the suck it. I don't know why. I feel like I didn't know do something with my hands or my feet, and I don't know. I'm an idiot. I'm dumb.
Is it just adrenaline that takes over?
Yeah, I think adrenaline takes over. I'm just I'm that guy at a party that does dumb stuff. Why would you do that? But it's fun.
Right. And I think a lot of people going into that fourth round maybe had Daniel up 2-1 or 3-0. You had, I think, the second largest statistical comeback in a championship fight in terms of being outlanded and then finishing the fight. What's going through your mind, when maybe you're getting hit a lot? He hit you with a lot of big shots. What was going through your mind at those points?
Stop fighting like a bitch. I was fighting like a bitch. It really was. And, I didn't take nothing from DC, man. Dude's tough. He fought the best world. He's beat the best in the world. And, just finally, it took me a little time to get my mojo. I just couldn't feel it. I just couldn't feed it. And my one coach told me, man, when you walked in that fourth round, I knew it was going to be over. He's like, I just see it in your face, the way your swagger, your hips are moving. He's going to do it. It was going to be good.
I know you said you don't want to think about what's next, but I know DC tried to kind of stick it to you a little bit about waiting out for the rematch and all that kind of stuff. If he does choose to continue fighting, is there any part of you that kind of wants to stick it back to him a little bit?
Yeah, I mean, whatever, man. I'm down for whatever. But like, right now, I just want to rest. I want to heal up. I'm going to be 37 on Monday. I feel like I'm 98 right now. And, yeah, we'll figure it out.
Stipe, after the win,
What's that? I can wait. Sorry.
after the win, you had both Dana and John Jones say you're the greatest heavyweight of all time.
That's cool.
Does that mean something to you? And where do you think you stand in those rankings?
I mean, that's awesome, especially John Jones saying that, and Dana. It's real cool, man. It's cool to be noticed for your accomplishments. Listen, at the end of the day, I just want my daughter to be proud of me. You know, my dad did something in his life. My dad, you know, he fought for a living to give me a better life. You know, that's all I care about.
So I guess in the end, is legacy? I mean, is legacy?
No, it's all about legacy now. At first, I was like, yeah, fuck the legacy. Now I'm like, that's all about legacy. You know, have a good legacy. But I want to be a legacy where I'm a good dude. You know, I'm a tough fighter. You know, I've gone through adversity. I've done a lot. You know, I mean, listen, never been an easy road. I don't mind it. I like it hard because it makes it that much sweeter.
And then lastly, I said John mentioned you were the best heavyweight of all time. Is that a fight that interests you at some point?
You guys are killing me with these fights. Jesus. Yeah, I mean, I always say I'll fight anyone, honestly. It was really cool to say. Appreciate it. Hope he's doing well. But yeah, I mean, I'm not fighting anyone. No more who you fight next questions, though, okay? Please, I beg of you. I'm joking. You guys.
Hey, Steve, down over here. So you're right. Who do you want to fight next? No,
you're never coming to Fire Station again. You're out.
DC had 181 significant strikes. It was the most ever in a loss in UFC history. First time you guys fought, you lost in the first round. He hit you with one punch. Did anything change? Did you kind of know what was coming more? Or how were you able to absorb so many blows?
Well, I don't know. I knew I was a better fighter. Like I said, those first 2 rounds looked really bad. I know they looked really bad. He was teeing off on me, and I just dug down deep, man. You know, it's a Midwest thing, dude.
What kind of ribbing are you going to get when you go back to the fire station?
It's going to be terrible. I don't think I'm going to work again. I might quit. They're going to destroy me. It's not going to be fun.
You're trying to go full time. Gotta work.
Well, yeah, I got no choice then, yeah.
They may bring up that dance at the end.
Oh, 100%. They're going to make me do it on the front of the apron. It's going to be terrible. It's going to be awkward.
And last thing for me, you weighed in at 230 pounds.
Yeah.
There's no way you could go to 205.
Oh, God, no.
No chance, right?
No. That was crazy. I completely weigh that much, but yeah, it just, like I said, it just wasn't trying anything. I was just working out hard and just eating good and just, you know, drinking a ton of water. I mean, I no joke, I would go and get like a burger just to like, cause I was like, what the hell? So I would eat shitty food once in a while just to like see what would help, and nothing. And just constantly, I mean, I did a cryo machine during the week. They're like, you're gonna stop sweating the minute you get in there. I was still sweating while I was in there. I'm like, hope I don't get frostbite. That'd be terrible. Like that with Antonio Brown, that'd be terrible, right? I couldn't fight. That'd be terrible. But anyway. But thanks for the article. It was a great article, by the way. You did.
Thanks. Thank you.
So you were just being honest about getting beat up those first couple of rounds?
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, in hindsight now, it doesn't matter because you won, but was there ring rust? Was there jitters? Was there an adrenaline dump? What was it?
I don't think it was an adrenaline dump. I think it was more like the ring rust and just getting my bearings straight. He's a tough guy, and he's really awkward. He makes it awkward for you. That's what he's good at. And I think it just, it just took me a little bit, you know. But hey, like you said, and in a sprint, it's a marathon. Yeah.
So he said that he let his coaches down. He feels like he let his coaches down by not wrestling. Did you expect him to try to take you down more?
Yeah, I mean, he got me that first takedown. I felt comfortable. I got the angle, and I didn't do what I was supposed to. I've been working on it the whole camp, and then he lifted me up like, I don't know. I thought he was gonna start walking around the octagon or something. You know, he's like, I don't know. And then and after that, I felt good. You know, he did it again. I sprawled on him, and I started feeling more comfortable. I knew he was getting tired. I'm like, okay, so it's gonna be a lot easier for me, because he's an amazing wrestler. He's an amazing fighter, and listen. Trust me, when you lose, you feel like you let your coaches down. Like that's what I did last fight. I feel like I let my coaches down.
So obviously you had the joy of your daughter to keep you company all this time, but were there any times during that waiting to get that rematch that it did get a little dark for you and that you didn't, you thought maybe it wouldn't come or it didn't? No?
I don't know. I love it. That whole year was awesome. Spending the whole year with her, getting to wake up at 6 in the morning, changing a poopy diaper, it's awesome. No, but I honestly wouldn't change it for her. I'm so happy. Like, me and my wife are so blessed to have such an amazing daughter, such a good kid.
And certainly it gives you an opportunity to heal up from any sort of lingering injuries you may have had anyway then.
100%. Well, it wasn't that bad. I think it was more mental and just letting my body recharge, because I mean, I don't know. Some guys, I don't know if some guys can do it. I can't, but if I'm go. Eventually, I'm just gonna wear down, and just mentally and physically, I was kind of just drained.
Awesome. Well, congrats.
Thank you.
Stipe over here.
I'm just joking.
On your left. Right here.
Okay, I see
What's
you.
up? All right, so Stipe, obviously there was a lot of talk about what would be next for Daniel, John Jones trilogy, et cetera, et cetera. I know you just want to focus on your fight, but now that you're on the other side of it, how much did it bother you that everyone was talking about that and they just seemed to be overlooking you a bit?
I'm used to it. I'm not worried about it. Listen, it's the game we're in. I mean, people want to see this fight. People want to see that fight. Listen, I'm happy I got my opportunity, and look what I got back.
Hey, Stipe, just one from me. Congrats on the win, first and foremost.
Thank you.
Daniel had the really special privilege of sitting down with his kids and watching that E60 special on him. When you talk about legacy, when you inevitably get your own E60, what do you want your daughter to take away from it when she's older?
Just, there's a lot of reasons why I wanted this fight. Honestly, I think about it more and more. There's a lot of reasons, not just about me, but it was a lot about me. But I just knew I was a better fighter. But then I wanted to show my daughter that times get tough. Something doesn't happen. You just gotta get back up and just dust yourself off. And then also, a bunch of guys at the station's kids. When I lost, they cried. They all cried, and that really bothered me. I mean, it just irked me. Not in a bad way. I'm like, listen, and I wanted to show them that, listen, sometimes, just my daughter, sometimes it doesn't happen, but you just gotta, and there's a lot of reasons why I wanted this fight. It's just, more for me too, because I knew I was a better fighter, and for my daughter to show her that, things get tough, you get a little adversity, it's okay. You just gotta push through, but also with a bunch of guys at the fire station, kids were crying, and they went after I lost, I was like, it happens, it's life. I was like, it's okay. I'm gonna show them that, listen, you're fine, get it back.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Steve, just quickly, I just wanted to elaborate. You said before that it wasn't about legacy originally, but now it is. You gave the example about how you wanted to set a good example for, some of the kids in the fire station and stuff. But as far as how you are seen by the MMA community as some of the all-time greats, when did that change for you? When did you decide? Because you've said a lot of times you didn't really care about respect and things like that. When did the legacy become important to you?
I think when I had my daughter, just show her that, listen, your dad's a tough dude, You went out there and, he got beat up a couple times and he beat a couple guys up, and just, he did well at it. He was good at what he did. And that's when I show her that no matter what you do in life, you work hard, you can build your legacy no matter what it is. Thanks, guys. This is so awkward, though. It's I feel like I'm getting hungry. I'll take a photo with her. Face hurt. Thanks, guys. Thank you. You guys are awesome. You guys are good in here till 2 a.m.